All right, guys, you know what time it is. You know what time of week it is. It's your Wednesday. It's your Wednesday Red Pill Enlightenment session with your boy Red Pill Awareness and Mr. Goodbread. How y'all doing, guys?
What's going on? Hey, look, another day, another reality.
Another
You
day,
know,
another reality. All right,
hey
guys. So
man, you one of the best red pill coaches, man. I want you to know that, bro. You bring in some good balance to the red pill spear of just kicking truth, family. Because the end of the goal of red pill is not just getting a woman, but if you decide to get married and have a family, you build bridges off of that. Because that's the
yo,
goal.
Red
A
Pill
lot of
man.
red pill coaches don't brief on that.
Yeah, I appreciate you for saying that, man. I kind of met one of my one of my Red Pill idols, I want to say. And you know, you ever met you remember when we was little and the $1 Million Man had the little black boy come on, and he was dribbling the ball, and the
Yeah,
little
yeah, yeah,
black boy, we counted up to 10 and it got to 9, and then little
yeah,
$1 Million Man kicked the ball away. I kind
yeah.
of had one of those moments on the Anthony Spades show, man. You know, I went up there just to show him love, you know what I mean? Because I I respect the brother. I respect the brother, what he do and shit. But I kind of felt like if my whole my ball got kicked out of the
Yeah,
yard. Only because we ain't explain. I ain't you know what I mean? When
it
I was just
happened.
infatuated, man. A Spade, what's up? A Spade is in the house tonight too, man. Man, listen, man.
Yeah,
It was an honor, but like I was saying, right? So I got there and
yeah,
I didn't articulate myself too well because of the nerves and things and all. So what I pretty much did was try to give him a question to answer for my type of level for the LTR, the guys that's in the LTRs, because
right.
a lot of the guys in our red pill community, they really want women. They really want
Of
women.
course,
You know,
I mean, that's the end goal, and the family
and
thing. Anthony Spades, he works off the spectrum of building on goals, inspiration, having a hobby, having something to do, how to avoid red flags and vetting different women to know you get the right woman so you can land that wife if that's what you want. Also, he also give guys that you should be on your ambitions because a lot of men gotta have ambitions in life, period, before they even want a wife, till they get to your level, because your level is the ultimate level when you have a good career, job, making money, working on cars. I know Anthony Spades always talk about, having a hobby, having things to do, hunting, what I'm saying, taking a classic car and restoring it. I had a classic Monte Carlo, 57 big block, what I'm saying, working on different things to keep you busy, keep you in tune, keep you happy and having your peace of mind. Because that's very important, what I'm saying, being in the red pill mindset as a man, because some men, they don't know how to have hobbies.
yeah,
They lose that sometimes and through life, whatever they go through. So he always speak about different categories you can have and being on your purpose. So that's a good thing. So y'all both are on both spectrums, but in the
yeah.
same category that fits you. One is about building up to in life and finding your peace and being a man, and one is meeting the person that you want and who fits your bowl. Like Mrs. Goodbread, making your suit and looking out for you and being, a supporter. It's basically your cheerleader. It's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. So man, like I said, it was an honor, man. It was
Yeah,
an honor, son. I was honored, and even down to like bringing in Mrs. Goodbread, and him and Mrs. Goodbread started chopping it up. You know what I mean? And
right,
it just was like, it was like, man, I was like a kid in a candy store, man. I was like a kid in a candy store. But
right,
yeah,
right.
I didn't want to come off as me like I'm on his show. So I came to be a fan. I ain't come to be, stand on his shoulders or you know what I mean, and spit any type of knowledge.
Right, right, right,
I wanted
right.
him to do what he do best, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I know what I noticed though is a lot of the viewers, a lot of his viewers. I seen one guy, he was so bitter in the comment section. He's sitting there talking about, oh, he's the guy that talks to his girl about us. Like, it ain't about that, guys. Like,
right,
what I want guys to understand too, it's not about being better or outmatching. We got to get out of the habit of looking to beef with people and strength with people everything not disrespectful when you don't know the person. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? When you don't know the person and you I ask a question, you know what I mean? He kind of was like, "Oh, son, you know how you look to the
Well,
manosphere." But
you could have used one of Anthony Spades' philosophy. You could have said, "Well, my wife is not slowing me down; she pushing me forward."
nah, but
Because
we
he
ain't get
always
to it.
say,
Like, you know
"If
what I
she
mean?
ain't,
Like when you
yeah,
go on when you go on the guy's show, like when somebody come on my show, you know what I mean? Just give me the utmost respect and don't no funniness. You know what I mean? We live
right,
in an era right now where a lot of these podcasters and
yeah,
these coaches, they looking to start something with you. Like there's so many miserable folks in this world that they'll make a problem when it ain't really no problem over
yeah."
a
See, I try to
misunderstanding.
tell people always ignore the comment sections because sometimes people say stuff, but hey, that's a good thing because they don't realize that you have a formula. If you made it work for 16 years, then you have a
Yeah,
science
yeah.
that work with happy people, and how to apply, how to get along, or who you love, and understanding. And the modern, woman don't have that, but your woman is set where everybody wants that woman that you can get along with, you can build with, you can grow with. So you have that. So everybody gonna have that. So that's what makes you cool. I'm pretty sure in the future Anthony Spades is gonna have you on his show a lot, just because of y'all as a couple, y'all can
It's
break down
different,
key points. You know what I'm
right?
saying, to bring to
It's
his show what's important in relationship and building. Because at the end of the day, it is a lot of red pill guys that's married or does have successful relationships. Believe it or not. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them are millionaires and rich. You know what I'm saying? We just don't hear about them because a lot of men don't give up, give advice and key points because they don't want to be in the public. So they just stay out of public opinion. But I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, Tariq Rashid is one. I mean, it's a lot of red pill people, man. Believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? That talk
yeah,
on some
yeah,
good stuff.
yeah. But another thing too is a lot of his viewers don't know me. Like I don't cater to any particular group. Like, so
Right,
yeah,
right,
I
right.
know red pill and I can teach you the red pill ideologies, but I don't cater to no group. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
there's no such thing as a dumb question to me. You know what I mean?
Right, right, of course, of course. I mean, look, you on a different spectrum, but that's what makes you different and cool, and that's what makes you likable. I'm glad y'all came together and did that kind of
Yeah.
like effect. You know what I'm saying? Because now he can have, a red pill wife like yours come on the show and explain what makes a good woman in the modern day and how a good woman, how she have to navigate through the times that we live in and not be caught up in distractions.
Right, that's all it is. Mrs. Goodbread is a master at teaching women how to get out of social media because all it is social media. If
Of
if you
course, Anthony Spades always talk about what I loved about a lot of his stuff. I had a lot of the teenagers looking at his stuff. Anthony Spades show when your woman is addicted to um, social media more than love, more than a relationship, more than a husband, more than a foundation, then that's the red flag. She's not caring about what's real and what's logical because we have a lot of that going on today
that's a
where
fact.
women are more embedded in their social media. Social media has made a Jezebel spirit. Social media has created digital prostitution to be a reality. It's created a less attention span, and with simps has become almost a religion. Simping now is a religion. It's a
Yeah, I
way of
mean,
life.
man, I was looking at the Crimson Cure lady, and she hit it on the head, man. It's definitely a guy. What she call it? A gynoc. What she said? They gynocrats. It's a gynocracy going on right now, where all of us
Yeah,
as men, even as men, we so used to being under and ruled by a woman, whether that's our moms, our aunt, our grandma.
right.
It's a woman figure that ruled over us, and all they're doing is mimicking what Zaddy did to us. The same way
Yeah,
Zaddy had us in slavery, that's all the women now is mimicking. Mimic women. 71% of women, not all guys, do know that. You don't be all
right,
sensitive over here. Y'all know that we don't play. We don't be sensitive, ladies. If you watching, don't be sensitive. Y'all know we have 71% of women that ain't right, and we have 29% of women that is right. And y'all
right.
71s need to stop speaking for the 29% women when they go against y'all delusion, you know what I mean? But in
Right.
any event, you got the women that is just following what Zaddy did to us. They seen Zaddy sit there and treat us like we property. So now this is what they do. They treat their kids and they treat their boyfriend like if it's property. Same way
Right.
that our slave owner Zaddy did us. So it's just
Yeah.
a pattern. It's just a pattern now.
Well, you know, feminism is the new social control. Feminism is a disease. It destroys families and it destroys like people's like logic and their personal, you know, selves. And we see it all over the world. It's spreading like a poison, you know.
Right.
But it's dying out too at the same time. It's going to be a phase where it just won't work no longer because people are taking back their power. People are questioning things. You know, we got people like baby mama terrorists and people are banging on reality of exposing these things because it's like extortion, you
Right.
know, tricking men out of, you know, I say now, don't get PJ. People are like, why do you say that? Because feminism is told somebody like Brittany Renner that where she can use you for a DNA and use you for a baby and pimp you and then say, and then discard you. Because it's kind of made that responsibility where it's for us, it's hold on upon us. Like we were saying one time that Cardi B said something that most men could never get away with doing and admit it, but she did it and it was allowed.
Right.
And it's just this
Right.
is what happens, man. It's not
I think
right.
that's
None of it's not.
I think that's a great segue into today's topic, which is Oprah Winfrey. This is our biggest black elite gatekeeper. She's been a gatekeeper of Hollywood for us black folks for about 25 years.
Yeah.
A quarter of a century she's been a gatekeeper, and she's an example of what happened when Zaddy likes you as a black person, and then you can take somebody like Monique, and that's what happens to you when you're a black woman that's outspoken, and you
Right.
can see the difference. So Zaddy likes the one that's gonna cater and push his agendas. So
Yeah.
for a long time, he had Oprah Winfrey doing his bidding, and now it's even blown up because now you have Zaddy's own girls. You know what I mean?
Of
What's her name?
course.
McGowan. Rose McGowan.
Yeah.
She came out. She came out and said it. Like she brought some light. She shined some light on a lot of this shit that we've been saying forever. Like, why is it every time a little kid a little kid doctor gets snatched, it's her best friend?
Right.
Like, you know what I
There's
mean? You
always
know,
something weird with them. See, well, a lot of them they be on the funny business. It's a topic that it can go so in many circles. We'll never get to the end of it because they can use money to hide situations and pay for press releases and manipulate. But we do know it's some BS there because of her connection with some of the higher up executives. Truthfully,
and
we won't know till either she get old or she die or somebody that know her personally rat her out. At the end of the day, that's just the way it is because you know they controlling the narrative right now.
yeah. But
You
at
know,
any event, you don't gotta totally rat her out. All you gotta do is put the smoke over the fire, and you're gonna know that Oprah is one of the fakest black people walking around on this earth. And she used that fakeness to get cool with Zaddy. And that's why
yeah,
she
yeah,
got
yeah.
everything given to her. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I mean, you know, she admitted that many times. You know, she she admit that she's not a realistic person. She has said what she didn't want to be. I mean, we've seen her through movies and things that she don't answer. We've seen her. She get in front of the scene and change the narrative or get people distracted. But we
Let's
know
talk
at the
about
end of the day, yeah,
her role in the movies. Every movie role she plays the dominant black woman. Like, look at Sophia from Color Purple.
right,
Sophia
right,
is the modern day 71% woman. That's the face of the 71% woman.
right.
Dominate your man. Get pregnant by a weak man, leave them, and go off, and just that's it. That's the blueprint. She laid the
Yeah.
blueprint out for the black community with that movie right there.
Well, you know, a lot. You know, you gotta understand that people who are put in them positions are here to manipulate a group of people for a certain agenda. You know, she's the reason why we had Obama. She's the reason why we got a lot of situations. But once you on the game of what you know they're doing, and you know, then ain't nothing they can pull on you no more, because we understand that she is a gatekeeper. Gatekeepers do what they do. As long as we stay woke and we ain't falling into it, because a lot of people, they worship people like Oprah. I never did. I never have. I seen through her years ago on her when she had her own talk show. You know, she pushed a lot of things we can't even say on here, but that's what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gatekeepers. I try to now, as I gotten older and seeing how they operate, they're here to keep us manipulated emotionally.
That's what it is. They keep
You
us.
know,
They're here to keep us shopping, and to keep us distracted. They're here to keep our eye off of what's gonna make us them.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and so we gotta be abroad to know. Okay, I see you, but you ain't getting to me, and you're not controlling me.
yo, shout
You
out to
know.
my guy Action Jackson. What up, my guy? That's my guy.
Oh, that's what's up.
Word, word. We got a lot of people chiming in today. That's what's up, guys. Thank y'all for your support. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I mean, guys? Y'all already know. Any of y'all, I got the links. I got the link for the chat in the description box on YouTube and in the private chat. And I threw it on Facebook too. So you guys can just, if y'all want to come on and ask some questions. I got red pill awareness in the house. Guys,
All day.
y'all know me, guys. Like, y'all could call me rookie of the year. I just dibble my feet in it. You know what I mean? But this the guy right here.
Man,
What?
you know, we always drop jewels. We always bring in the truth. When we come together, it's nothing but speaking truth and light into people. That's what it's about. Exposing falsehood and building bridges and connecting with other like-mindedness, getting wealth, and tapping into hobbies what men like, tapping in hobbies what people like to do, what people want to enjoy. Because in this life, we all have to like help each other grow and develop. That's what the real end goal is for Red Pill. You know, it's helping people achieve to their bestness and their greatness.
That's a fact.
You do it all the time. That's what I like about you, man. You always so you bring the red pill, the family red pill. We need to see family red pill. Then I can shut up a lot of the younger people who want to become red pill because they think it's just one way. But when they see somebody be a husband who's lived a relationship for 16 years and couple, you know, get along with his wife and they work together and they find always creative things to do. And I would say that couples play together, stay together. So you guys kind of present that because y'all always happy. Y'all got like a couple of businesses. Y'all are entrepreneurs doing it big, getting in the bag and showing improvement. And that's what it's about. And then Anthony Fakest, he teaches how when you're a single guy and you just working on your purpose, when you're blue pill, and then you become like, you know, my favorite, you know, when you're a sigma male or alpha male, working on your purpose, your
Yeah,
ambitions, your goals.
yeah,
He
yeah.
always is there. He has them eyes. He always had that look like the Rock.
Yeah,
You know,
that's one of the things I gravitated to Anthony Spade for too, because he more cerebral. He like the
right?
cerebral assassin. He ain't gotta be all loud. He ain't gotta
Yeah,
be all boisterous. He just gonna
yeah,
cut it up. He gonna carve it to you nice, man. He gonna carve it to you nice, give it to you like that, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
yeah. I mean, you know, and see, we need good people to be reminders. The internet, one thing internet and social media did on the positive effect, it gave us where we could see people like you, him, you know, me, and just many others that's great that we can be inspired or you can be encouraged to get back into it. Like I just now found the space that's guys like me. I always had a thing for hobby for trains. I even do I make hobby, I build exotic fish tanks. But there's people now doing other type of hobbies. And I was like, wow, I didn't know other guys was into stuff, you know. What's that? What'd he say? Oh, somebody
That's
was
the
dropping some.
goddamn bacon. That's my guy, the goddamn bacon. No doubt.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. Much love, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out and showing support tonight, man. Word.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
what else we got
So,
on the agenda today,
so,
man?
you know, I know you heard about Mercedes, the IG model.
I
And,
heard about it. I got a post up on IG right now. I ain't know that she was a famous celebrity. Like all the girls is crying and
yeah,
getting.
she was like, me and Red Supreme had a show on it this morning. So you understand that they try to change the narrative about her sugar daddy or whatever. He was a sugar daddy or not. But the truth is, he got three levels of security. OnlyFans, big butt. Anybody want to get them cheeks? If you're paying for it, woman gotta understand. If you're creating that environment, you playing with these simps' emotions, it's dangerous. But also know when you're in that arena, if you playing with people's, reality, you don't know what the fate end can be. Now, people say that he was just a stalker. There's no way a guy can get through 3 levels of security in a gated community. She was personally, because he was stabbed or shot inside the house or whatever, how they had it. They say he writ on the whole walls, So whatever it was something deep going on there. And hopefully they pulled them. They pulled the phone records and they pulled the communication period between them both, because there's more to that story. They might just disclose it because they don't want nobody to really go into detail, but it's a sad situation because a lot of women project that on social media and tease and having all the simps giving them cash apps and giving them drilling and dealing, but don't know that the outcome of you playing with somebody's emotions and you promising this person this and that, and you got to accustom, because you got to think about it. You have a 16 relationship. If Mercedes had enough looks where any man would have married her, they would have wiped her up just because off she looked. She'd rather love the attention and getting donations and playing around and teasing, and she lost her life for something that was basic, that was petty, that could have been prevented. And the sad thing is, Mercedes had a dad. That's the crazy part. So she had a dad that was influencing her life, because he's the one who found her body when he called the police.
But is he this is the thing though, because a lot of confusion come in. Is he a dominant dad? Is he an alpha dad, or is he a beta dad? Because
I don't know. You see, that's the thing. And then people was like,
if that's her business, if her business is selling sex, if she's a fans only girl in our 71% spectrum, then more likely she got.
I think that was her stepdad. I don't think that was her real dad.
All right, or a stepdad, because a real dad get a connection. A real dad, an alpha dad, gonna get a connection with his daughter. It's just like me and you. We got the connection to where my daughter look at me as her role model. I'm her role model. A whole man is her role model. So from that right there, that's her foundation of respecting guys and respecting dudes. So it's least likely for my daughter to want to sell ass when she see a dad that could put it together mentally and with his hands. She's not gonna want to do that.
And she really didn't need that life with all the people that follow her. She could have had enough money where she could have had a lot of investments where she didn't need to do it no longer. So it would be dangerous.
And that's the problem with a lot of the sex selling girls, the sex hustling girls, they get caught up in it, like how the drug dealing guys get caught up in it, like how
they get addicted to it.
They get it, they start becoming slaves of the lifestyle because the money comes so fast. They think that the money always gonna be there, and then the debt start to accumulate, and then they put the debt on hold because they say, "Oh, I could pay that because I could get the money." But then, in a blink of an eye, once that wall fall on them, then they're gonna see that.
Y'all know what to do.
Right now, this is when they trying to trap a guy up, trying to get a thirst bucket for a little sexual harassment case, or they, this is when they start reaching now, because they still want to, they didn't live this way, and they didn't presented themselves this way in front of social media and the Look At Me show, and now for them to come back to the Look At Me show and not have that fake status that they accumulated is mind-boggling to some of these women. So they will die trying to get that Birkin bag to keep up with the Joneses, and that's why a lot of this. That's why it's not a lot of billionaire women and a lot of millionaire women, because our zaddy know that without our leadership, without man's leadership, them women going into debt. Them women going into his stores. They going to shop. They going to get depressed. They going to eat. They going to shop. They going to, they're going to have sex. They going to shop. everything gonna
Right.
lead back to them shopping though. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, man. And I don't, and when we look at all this, man, everybody should be able to learn from these situations, because what happened is strange and it's weird and don't all add up. But we knew it, you can see this emotional trauma there, that something has happened. But who knows? You jokers still gonna be doing what they want to do on OnlyFans and simping and paying something, and to show you that Simp's unstable because the guy just he blanked and cracked. You know what I'm saying? And we see the situation. Yeah, it's real.
That's real,
Well,
man.
what the good bacon say?
That's my guy. Mercedes, I guess which color she is based on the name alone. That's a fact though. She's, but you know what's weird? That's the first light-skinned Mercedes that I've ever seen. Because normally Mercedes and Precious is normally dark-skinned women. Those are dark-skinned women names, Precious and Mercedes. I've never seen a light-skinned Precious ever in my life.
Yeah. She was in the Texas area, so, and apparently, I guess the media don't want to be proud because she was swirling. So that's that's the real end to the truth. You can't play with a swirler, Zaddy. There's always repercussions with a Wookiee, So that's something that's a whole heavy topic. He's like, well, I think I heard about that girl. I would have turned her down. Yeah, well, a lot of us need to turn down a lot of them. The problem is, brother Bacon, is because simping has become the new religion. It ain't new age religion now. The new religion is simping. Just giving up dollars, wasting your time, getting finessed out of everything. I mean, you got, that guy probably probably gave, Mercedes 100,000. He probably bought her a new car. Who knows what's in the end goal? And then seeing it that she wasn't giving him nothing or the draws, and then he probably lost it. But a lot of the stuff goes on, what I'm saying, in the new digital age, because digital prostitution and digital, what I'm saying, pimping is reality with these females, because there's always some simp and they always inboxing. Inboxing is, man, these dudes go to sleep dreaming to inbox a chick on Instagram.
You gotta remember, these dudes think that their profile picture is them. They think that they are their profile picture, and in real life, they ain't nothing like that profile picture. That profile picture will jump in the female inbox. Them in real life won't approach a female, and you not gonna bag a traditional 29% women inbox jumping, guys. You not. You know what I mean? You guys.
Well,
You guys
a lot of the guys building them pages. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What you say now? 29%.
Learn how to get real confidence. They got to learn how to get real confidence. Control your thirst. When I say control your thirst, we men, we all gonna be thirsty. We have our thirsty moment.
Right.
But you have to control your thirst. He who can control his thirst, when you control your thirst, all of them is 29% women. Even the 71s that y'all and y'all really like, they become 29% women. When
the social media made it a drug though. So if you're up there on a different platform, these, dopamine and serotonin stimulates a chemical in your brain. So if you're like putting the $500 there, you're $200 there, and then she gives you, hi, thank you, Mr. Goodbread, talking to you soft or leaving like ever text. These guys are socially awkward. So they really don't get no attention, and they might be what you call an introvert. So to get the little attention that they do get is what makes them get addicted to doing this. It's some part of the simping. The simping has really, like, that's part of that blue pill that Anthony Faze talk about. Some of these guys get addicted to trying to see who they can fish for.
Yeah, you know what it is? It all comes down to not having no self-worth and no self-discipline. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the guys that simp are the guys that haven't worked on themselves, so they have no options other than the one girl that they chasing, who's 9 times out of 10 already getting killed. She already getting smashed by an alpha.
Of course.
And the guys tend to like that girl, and then they don't want to speak up. They don't want to talk about it. They want to just follow her on social media and stalk on social media. And women know you a simp before. I think women know dudes is a simp before they even know they're a simp. You know what I mean? So it's like it all start with self-improvement and working on yourself. I can't even hold you, like, honestly, like, I don't even think I would have the accolades that I have if I stopped working on myself, or if I ever felt the character role that I picked. Because, when you're a beta, you picking a character role. You trying to be cool. You cool with everybody. Like I said, like, this go back to what I said about the dudes in the comment section while we was talking to A Spade. Hey, I got accolades that you would dream about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I done been in a relationship. I done seen people get together, break up, get back together. We done snatch them over, like, yo, come over here, yo. You gonna rock with us. You know what I mean? You gonna chill with us. Gave them back. You know what I mean? So we didn't seen it. Like, we didn't seen it together. A lot of dudes gotta understand too. Just cause you get in a relationship don't mean you don't get the chance to be a player. You don't get a chance to sow your oats. If you communicate that that's what you want to do with the female that you with, then that's what you're going to end up doing. But see, we guys, like I said, when you don't have no options, you have that scarcity mindset. And that's the one thing I had to get rid of. I had to get rid of that scarcity mindset. You got to understand that you're going to lose. When you lose one, you gain two. And you keep that in your mind, guys. Whatever you lose, you could gain two of those back, depending on how you lose it. You know what I mean? But the number one thing is stop lying to yourself, guys. Don't be like the 71% women. You see, because I tell them this all the time. The war is not really between the alphas. It's not between me, you, the dating coaches, A Spade. It's not between us. Because we alpha. We know what it is. The war is between the 71% women and the beta males who both been promised something that they just can't. They both been promised something that society just can't deliver on like that. You got to do the work.
The work is important, and that's the problem. A lot of times, most betas are lazy. But yeah, man, that's the way you just gave that red pill facts is what people need to hear. And hopefully, a lot of them will take heed and be like, you know what, I need to listen to more to them, hear them out. You got something to prove. You have the relationship, you have the experience. Someone can learn something from that foundation right there.
That's a fact. I mean, that's what kind of bogged my mind. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I don't associate with no group. So to be, hey, you know what I mean, you get over here and we like him, like we like what he said. Like, I don't want any of my peoples that mess with me. I don't want y'all to mess with me because I cater to your feel good.
Right.
Anything, I want you to not feel good when you hear me. I want you to get on your shit. You know what I mean? I don't do this for views. That's what it is, red pill awareness. Maybe that's where the disconnect comes in. They don't understand how this is not my company. This is not my business. This is my hobby. This is what I do for my own therapy. Like, I watch the greats, and being in a 16-year relationship, I could be like, yo, that's a fact. Because I just did that yesterday and I'm here today. You know what I mean? So that's how I put the red pill together. That's how I gravitated to the red pill.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Just gravitating and trying to be 10 steps ahead. I'm never been the type to sit there and let the shit fall and bust you in the head and then make reactions. No,
and you know what? I like how you put that. That's a good way of putting it, because people don't, the guy who's successful, what do you say? Facts. So the prize of how you make it family oriented. We need to show that part of content of the red pill space and how you put the years and time in. And Mr.Goodbread showed that display on Anthony Face. So we need to see that. People need to see that more, because that shows a different blueprint from what we hear the other. We only hear one spectrum, one side all the time.
Yeah, because it's okay to vent. It's okay for me to open up. It's okay for us to open up a space for you guys to come and vent. Right, venting is all good, but at some point, when do you stop venting and start to build? You know what I mean? Because it's so many red pill content creators right now that's giving y'all the real and the raw, but for some weird reason, it ain't manifesting in the numbers. The Rolo, it's still only 5% of dudes running around here that's really alpha. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and we've been teaching it. The red pill been getting viral, been going viral, but ain't nothing. Ain't no more alphas coming on over. You know what I mean? The betas is still filling up the fans only account. The betas is still giving these women false hope and false sense of security.
Yeah.
We gotta start to turn it over.
Making them rich.
Yeah, definitely. That's why.
And they don't support no man programs. That's what's crazy.
At all. But that's when I knew we was in a simp era, when these women came out and started sharing their fans only links to dudes who just was sharing them mixtape links, and they for free. Because remember, when dudes was sharing their links, we just need you to hit it and view it. These women need you to hit it and buy and buy some, purchase something. And these dudes was doing it. Like, I said, oh wow. That's when I knew, like, oh wow, it's crazy out there. Like, it's crazy out there.
We retire people for life with the OnlyFans. Some of them making the mills. I mean, we talking about numbers that's past judges and lawyers, man, doctors. It's insane. But that's because simping become the religion and the reality in this time. And it's gonna take some people to have a red pill wake up call. That's the real. Some of them gotta bump their head. Be honest with you.
But I ain't gonna throw it on this era because they pops was doing it too. Because I used to be outside. I used to be outside and the Robin Bird with it used to be phone sex back in the days. So they pops was simping and couldn't even see the cooch. So they just was simping on the phone call, like. But for a long time, simping been around. You know what I mean? And it's reserved to the dudes that just gave up hope and just don't have no options. You know what I mean? Have no options.
And man, it's sad, bro, because a man should not go through life and not have options and have his ambitions on just goals too, but also options, because they're so desperate, so they just do whatever. They put up whatever. Some of them will put up with disrespect. I know I know you said you wanted to brief on what. We was talking about the weirdness of the weathers all over the country.
Yeah.
You know, the storms.
Yeah. What you think that's about, man? Like, that's
man.
Boy,
we have a lot going on, man. I really, our government, a lot, like the mandate, the storms, we just had an earthquake, we had a tornado. A lot of these are signs that we need to pay attention to. What do you say?
the Bacon. We trying to have a serious. See, I gotta invite Bacon on when I go comedy mode. We need him and Spidey to get together, yo. When I
go live, mode, we can do that.
When I go comedy mode, Bacon, I got you, bro.
Bacon. Yeah, that's he's funny, right? That's what's up.
Man, yes, man. Great sense of humor, man. Been here, been around, been supporting the kid from day one. Then when I got serious,
Yeah, well, we could definitely have him on the Dale, a comedy night where we can do some roasting or something, and have some fun. I like smart. I like intellectual, funny people, because I got comedies. Right now, truthfully, that's what we should do. Like one day coming up, because people need a good laugh right now with all the mandates, the stress on the job, to get the jab, and all these damn storms and shit. We need to have something funny. What do you say? Abandon all hope. We sign OnlyFans. Yeah, I know, right? It's sad. But hey, look, thank the universe for one thing. We need simps in the universe. People are like, what? Yes. Because if everybody was the alpha and sigma male, then it won't be no balance. The simps the bottom feeders give a balance.
True. Let
them take the fall, let them take the L's, and we can be all right and we retrieve, because sometimes we think that simping can it is a little proportion that it's more simps to outnumber us, but we need them in the universe, because if they didn't exist, some of us was beta simps before we became alpha and sigma. You know what I'm saying? It was a learning aspect in life. So to have that skill now where you become beta or alpha, you knew that, hey, you know what? I was a simp. Shit, I need to get out of this. Because some people had a wake up call a different way.
Yeah,
So, it's meant for you to go through that phase. Just
yeah,
don't be simping when I can see when you're 19 or 20, you're going through a wet beta phase when like, you're trying to find your way in the, in the water. But, a certain phase, you should come up out of that. No way.
definitely, definitely. And it start with not being lazy, guys. It start with not
Yes.
being lazy, and
Get your ass up every day.
do know that not everybody learn the same. Know what I mean, some people do take time for you to win. You got to remember, from the time you was born to the time you heard your first piece of red pill information, you've been programmed with lies. So it just not gonna go away overnight. You know what I mean? Them lies is in tune now with your emotions, with your neurological system. So it's gonna be hard for you to fight it. But you gotta do that, guys. You gotta do that. You gotta do that in order to excel. You gotta do that in order to excel. You know what I mean? And that's why it's important, guys, to limit the amount of entertainment you intake. Guys, tell you the truth, guys, to be honest with you, if it ain't WWE or AEW pro wrestling, I don't know what's on the TV. I don't watch TV. I don't have time to watch TV all day, guys. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
We need to be, like you said, because a lot of you see what you're saying, people need to hear, man, because some people, man, with being in the house and all this going on, some people are caught up with like just the distractions.
yeah,
But this is the best time to be getting your hobbies down packed in life and learning finances and learning like things to free you from these different jobs and corporations. So you learn how to better yourself by working on your self purpose, your self interest. It's therapeutic.
it's a fact. Guys, man, listen, 2020 happened for a reason, man. 2020 happened for a reason. But a lot of people
Right.
got money thrown their way. I ain't see a lot of businesses getting put up. I mean, I seen a whole lot of seafood come across my timelines on Facebook, which is slowing up now. I seen a whole lot of vacationing, but I ain't see a lot of, you know what I mean, people putting that money to make more money. You got to understand how money works. As black folks, this is another thing that I need y'all guys to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, because we don't only talk about how to get to the cooch. We don't always talk about how to get D, girls. We talk about how to get out of poverty over here, girls.
All day.
We got to learn how to deal with money. We got to learn how to make money for us. You know what I mean? Rich people, they play poor by default. They play poor on purpose to get more rich.
Yeah.
Poor people play rich to stay poor. And that right there is it in a nutshell. We got to stop doing that. We have to learn as black folks that, all right, if we didn't have it, we don't need it. It ain't gonna kill us. Well, I don't know why we all in this trauma mode of, oh, I gotta get it now because I ain't have it when I was little. Listen, some things is you not gonna have when you little. You know what I mean?
Right. And you grow as you learn more knowledge. And when you learn and you grow, you do things differently. You move differently when you got a certain level of information. You can't be stuck doing the same thing. A lot of us is stuck in different paradigms, and we don't want to grow because we stubborn.
That's a fact.
If you stay stubborn, you ain't gonna get nowhere.
And this is for my women that watch me and that fuck with me hard. I'm telling you, ladies, you cannot earn until you put the L there.
Right?
You cannot earn until you put the L in front of that E. All right? You gotta learn to earn. You know what I mean? A lot of you women think you know everything. Sis, you do not know everything. All right? I know you've been with some beta males that might have told you, because every time you opened your mouth, they said, yeah, you right, sweetie. Yeah, you right. Yeah, she right. They are lying because they don't want to. They have a scarcity mindset, and they don't want to lose leverage. They don't want to lose with you. They don't want to lose where they at with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how that works.
And the hard times will test you in your fate, but you still got to work together and have teamwork. Teamwork makes dream work. You
All
know,
the time,
a
guys.
lot of things could be prevented, man. It's really all about having good communication skills.
It's
You
a fact. It's
know,
about keeping it real. That's what I tell
yeah,
dudes. They ask me, yo, how you become an alpha? You ain't gotta buy no package deal for me or nothing. If you really want to know how to become an alpha, stop lying all day, all night. Why the fuck is we lying for? Why are we lying to ourselves? Why are we lying to
yeah,
brothers? Why are we lying to our sisters? Why are we lying? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Do
What's like,
you know how attractive it is by just telling the truth? Because half the time, if you tell your truth, it's gonna come off disrespectful to a female that think it's all about her anyway. And look, now you got her. Now you got her. But if you play this nice guy, this total gentleman, this hell of a son role, you're gonna finish last. You're gonna finish last.
right?
You know what I mean? And it's not about being disrespectful, rude, or anything. It's about telling the truth. You'll be
Yeah,
surprised how your truth offends a lot of females until they be like, oh, I like him. He different.
yeah. True, true that. We say that only a man lying to any.
Right. Right. My boy Jack, right? Jack, like, and we you know, we come from the era where bro, we know we gonna get our ass whipped. So why are we going? I'm not even gonna lie to my moms. I don't even lie to my moms. Like, yeah, I did that. Like, I already know you finna knock me upside my head. So fuck is we lying for? But we come from a generation where it's softer now. These parents don't hit their kids. These parents can't hit their kids. So
Right. They made everything weak and soft, so that's the problem. You
right.
can't critique people. You know, that's the one thing that's really has affected the generation because you can't criticize either. It makes
That's my
someone
man.
hurt someone's
That's
feelings.
that's my man said about the podcast I was on. He said, yo, son, yo, you mad? Yo, you held your composure. You kept your alpha frame because Ace Spade, he misunderstood you. He ain't no kind of, but he was like, you kept your frame because everything not disrespect, guys. He don't know me and I don't know him. We're learning each other now. So if he say something that's wrong, I will correct them. And if not, you know what I mean? So it's not like everybody want to come at somebody. But when you are alpha male, you in control of you in control of your emotions and you in
Yeah,
control of your feelings at all
and
times because you
yeah,
don't care how somebody see you. You don't care how nobody view you. You know what I mean?
right.
I'd have asked any old question, yo, just to hear him break it down in the science. So I was ready to ask any old question. Of course, I knew the answer to the question I asked him, but I know my answer. I could
Right.
learn from his answer. I could learn from his answer, mix his answer with my answer, and I'm that greater now. Like, you know
Ain't
what I
nothing
mean?
wrong with that, man. I mean, you did a wise thing. I'm glad that you had the whole, you know what I'm saying, you had the whole discussion with this guy. What your brother say? Christopher Young. They're not used to straightforward man. Dudes try to so much that they think that that's what. Yeah, pretty much. But it's made a mental illness in our society because being straightforward now is almost like being a terrorist because people now accept you lying to them than telling them the truth.
Yeah, they
Like
want
that
you to
song
lie.
said, yeah, I love the way you lie. And some might say, oh, you too good to be true because you're too straight up. You
They say
know,
that. I
so we
heard that.
got sisters and men that's become very dysfunctional because they love fuckery because we heard they love the F boys, well, because that's been their normal to them. Being
You know
someone
what
like us who
it
real
go back.
straight up.
It go back to their addiction. They addicted to thug looking dudes that they can control. That's just programmed in their neurological system. So a sis
Mhm.
not gonna take an educated dude that'll put her in her place because he too much of a challenge. The challenge to her is changing the dude into a girl. That's the challenge she want. She don't want the challenge of actually having to be a real woman and doing what real women do. You know what I mean?
Of course.
She rather take the trendy role, which is let me hook a dude up. Like if you notice, look at their leader. Look at the leader of the modern woman right now. One of their gatekeepers is Cardi B. Just look at how she maneuvers in the pocket, boy. She comes, she does her little twerk thing. She promotes to them. Be a thought, you good, be independent. I get my own cheese, I get my own bags. She got all the little girls doing that. Then she go in the house and be with her husband and take care of her husband.
Right. And that, you know what I'm saying? That's deep right there, bro. That happens a lot.
And that's their leader. So she's in the house living her best life with a kid, another kid on the way. She know who her baby father is. She control her baby father.
Yeah.
You see, and that's the thing. That's what it's all about. You see, they'll pick a dude like Offset now, who's emotionally weak and infatuated with the cooch. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't stay out of the strip club. That's where I get that information from. So any
Right.
dude that got cooch at home but can't stay out of the strip club, that lets you know he just fiended out. You know
Well,
what I
they
mean?
do it together now, so you know what they tease each other. But
Yeah,
that's
and
the
I
way
have
they
no
get
problem with
along.
that. And I get that. I get that because I have a great situation, so I understand that. But you know what I mean? I just hope Offset not being a puppet in that situation. Because like I said, I've been in a relationship for 16 years. 7 of these years I've been an alpha. So the other 7, I can honestly tell you that being a beta, you kind of being a puppet, and you're under this matrix. Because remember, before you become alpha, you kind of follow this nonsense of the woman. Everything got to be the woman, the woman, the woman, the woman, the woman, the woman.
That's what we've been taught. Social engineering.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Catered to. So it's, and it's sad because it brainwashes men to be weak.
Yes.
But once you come up out of that, you have a different perspective, a different moral sense of like, you know what, this is not working. Let me try something different. Let me find a new way because this person is very hard to get along. But a lot of guys don't know they dating or they're in love with a narcissist woman and they don't know it because you don't know how. No one's giving you no tools how to deal with it.
Right. That's a fact. Yo, Jack, we didn't change that norm, man. It's happy house, happy spouse. You know what I mean? Happy spouse, happy house. That's the new norm. We gonna get rid of that happy wife, happy life joint. But that is that shit that got every guy programmed. That's the shit that got every dude programmed thinking it's supposed to be this way. A lot of dudes don't understand it's not supposed to be this way. It's not,
that was a program put in by
that?
feminists.
Right. Like a lot of dudes don't even understand. A lot of females don't even understand how they reproductive system work. They don't even understand that y'all taking hostage over dude's sperm. That's our property. Think about it. The female only incubates the egg. That sperm came from us, our nuts, into them. Our man penetrated, the semen got in there, boom. All you did as a female was incubate my sperm and hold it down for 9 months. That's still the man's property. So why is all the laws and Zaddy why do Zaddy give them total authority over our property? Ain't it kind of slave-like? Ain't that, like, think about it. We all slaves, right? The white Zaddy got we his property. He got authority over everything we do. He could slap the shit out of us. He could buy something for us. He could do whatever he want to us because we his property. Ain't that kind of like how the girls got the babies? Ain't that kind of like how 71% women do they little man, they little girl? That's how they do their kid. They property. They don't look at their kid as, and of course they'll say, oh no, that's my little, I love them. But y'all treat them little kids like they property of the state.
Yeah, they do.
You can bargain with them.
They use the kids for collateral against the dads.
Right. And they use the dads too. The dad and the kid are this new slaves for the woman, for the gynocrat. You know what I mean? So you got the guy, and then whenever she got a problem, whenever she want a buck break, either or, what does she do? It's white Zaddy.
You probably have to do a show with baby mama terrorists.
Yeah, I like that.
Mr. Palmer.
I like that. Right.
Mr. Palmer in Chicago. That would be some good game to drop.
That's what it is right there. They are terrorists. These women are they kidnap our kids, then they get to charge us for our own property, boy. And it's pushed, and it's okay by the United States government. Why?
Well, like I said before we end the segment, we gotta all get red pill men and all men, period, who believe in the change of rules, where we all get legislation to change. We all get ballots where we can get a law and get signatures. We all have to start doing that. So that way we don't use these contents and these social media pages just to talk or sell packages. We can really make some change, buy a politician and get them to make some laws change for us. Because all the laws are pushed towards geared towards the look out for females and shit on men. But that's going to be the game changer, because if men can fund ladies from OnlyFans and make $5,000, $1,000,000 a month, and some of them are now buying houses for man. I saw ladies was buying houses for $5 million, man, off of OnlyFans, man. We don't even have something set up for a fund for child support for men, or men getting like, you know, a trade for free, like just this, or a man's shelter. Like literally, we have no man shelters throughout the United States, not many.
None. No,
And
really.
it's not many family shelters.
I mean, we got about 2 in New York that I know about, and
you see,
they're a piece of work. Put it like
yes,
that.
they say shitty. Same thing here.
But guys, don't let that stop you. If you got to go to one of them shelters, that's what God will do. God will, remember, God read y'all the verse already long time ago. God won't sleep with no miserable chick. God will not sleep next to a angry, a belligerent chick. He will sleep in the desert. Remember the verse I read. So if your creator will sleep in the desert, then don't take the disrespect. That just lets you know.
Yeah, never take
no
disrespect.
Man should take disrespect.
Disrespect will always push you in a bad situation, or hold your ground, or speak your mind back and keep your peace. But before we go, we're gonna have to come to a point where all of us who in different manosphere or different sphere or red pill space come together and get some shit changed. That's really the end. That's really got to get done, because I know a lot of us eventually. I mean, you one day, Anthony Spades one day, you're gonna have 1 million subscribers. But what we're gonna do with all this money and time that we built? We gotta get some shit changed, because the laws that's going down the future are bad. They're gonna be worse. I mean, they got a law now that's coming through the back door of New York. Canada already adopted it. If you mentor somebody else's child, they can charge you for child support. You see? So we need to be understanding that we have to start getting these laws in place and lobbying like these feminists do, because it's some stick laws, because they figure like Europe has already adopted it, because they say, okay, well, we'll just let simple any of these innocent men who date these single moms take the fall and give them the L to put child support on them, because we can't find who the real dad is, because they're making the courts rich. So what I'm saying, in the future, we got to do this. What Chris Young say, got to help the future men. These kids are in trouble. Yeah, and that's what I'm basically saying, because like in Virginia, before I go, they're taking the urinals away, and we know why. The Transformers are saying that you offend them because they don't feel like you need to sit on the toilet, because they don't want to stand up and use a urinal. So they try and get rid of urinals. Okay, what do you think that's doing to you, the men in your family, the men in our family? It's training them to have a pussy. It's training them to be weak. It's training them to be effeminized. Okay, and so these doctrines is coming out. They got Koji, where we have Transformers read storybooks to kids and tell boys they can wake up and wear a tutu when they want to. See, these things are bad. When we was growing up, we had He-Man, we had the stainless steel Tonka yellow truck,
Rambo.
We had G.I. Joe, we had the Matchbox little cars. I remember I had G.I. Joe, I had Silverhawks, I had Thundercats.
You remember Bionic 6? Remember Bionic 6? Remember the Bionic 6?
Yeah, Bionic 6.
Little glass monkey. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, so we had stuff that was masculine toys that it made you love being a boy. It just, I would take my Tonka truck and run in the sand with it, and I would take and make mud pies with the joint. But I remember my favorite masculine toys was He-Man, Thundercats, Silverhawks. You know what I'm saying? I used to love King Cobra. I used to love his evil. I love the King Cobra because he's always outsmart and get in place and be like, ha, 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 you know, in the end. And he would like have a clone get in the government and pull some shit off with a ninja. I used to love the ninja and G.I. Joe, the black ninja and the white ninja. It was shit that made you want to be like, man, you know what? I'm doing push-ups. I'm working out tonight. Now, all these cartoons now make all boys dumb and feminine. They'll have the guy on there. I was looking at Beast Boy. Now he is gonna be he will be the happy people now. So Robin now on Teen Titans now will not be masculine anymore. So they changed the role. So the Lord, if you know the what's the Avengers? The Avengers, oh man, I can't think of the Avengers when they was playing gosh now. Well, they're changing roles of superheroes. So someone won't be masculine, someone will come over and be the happy world, the rainbow.
Why do they push this? Why, like, my thing is, I'm not anti anything. Just don't push that shit. Don't push that shit on me. Don't push that shit in these mainstream medias. Don't push that shit in the schools.
Push it on the children, man. Let the children be, because they're children. And let them decide, because their parents decided when the day they signed their birth certificate. But they taking the birth certificate things away too, because now they're saying that when you're born, they don't want to expose what sex you are. So that's a new thing. So it's a lot of things down the line. Like Mr. Young said, we have to start changing laws, man. These folks is messing with the laws where they can say, you know, I'm this, I'm that, and this is just a kid. It don't matter because this law is in place. So we got to start controlling them laws. Because they fired a teacher who biologically said, what he says, they got SpongeBob almost everything. I made my ex-son watch it and do things I did. It was so feminine. Yes, he's big. He got behind Patrick with the all-seeing eye with a Striner's hat on, giving thanks to the elite. You know, and the new SpongeBob now, the new one that's gonna come out, he's gonna be the rainbow color, actually. Did you know that? So SpongeBob won't be same anymore after this year. Yeah, they got 20 cartoons that's coming out where it'll just be erased. Like everything we grew up on, we thought it will not be the same. I saw the new SpongeBob. The new SpongeBob, bro, has he's different colors. He's not yellow anymore.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you mean they cancel the smoothest cartoon dude, the most masculine player of the Himalaya early this year, and my man Pepe Le Pew? We cancel him, but we change SpongeBob into a transformer.
But you leave Herbert the pervert on. I love boys. You know, on Family Guy.
Wow, man. It's all I'm gonna say, guys.
They're replacing Teen Titans with. Yeah. No, I saw that. Yeah, they're gonna replace a lot of stuff with garbage. I'm trying to think of the people who was with the Avengers. What's their names? Star-Lord, that plays in the movie of the Avengers. He will be this year. He will cross over to be a Transformer. On all the other Galactus of the Guardian, he was going with the girl that was green, the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm like, what? What are y'all doing that for? But this is what they're doing. So we got to get control of that law. The law is the only way we're going to stop some of this mental illness before it get out of control. It's all on the cartoons. They have yes, they do. They have a Transformer. We call them Transformer, Young. That we have to say that. You like? I like how he said it though. Cartoon on Netflix. At least one character has to be a rainbow out there now. Yes, and you're right, Young. So yes, the Transformers are dominating because they got the money to back them. They even Transformers now are asking for reparations. Look that up. Now you know it's something wrong that you can get reparations for your sex and not for your race of abuse. You're like, how does that happen? But we have all that happening, and we need to be aware. So we got to start stepping in place to be men and come together with our money and like health, you know, with LeBron James. We got to start putting stuff together because LeBron James only having nuts to speak of. The only man that had nuts in the industry is Lil Bootsy. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is scared they'll lose their paycheck.
Yeah, Lil Bootsy the only one that's independent. And White Zaddy don't pay Lil Bootsy. So
yeah,
you
and
know what I mean?
hopefully the baby will follow that too, because they want to take the masculine guys and break them and buck break them. But like I said, at the end of the day, guys got to start getting smart where we come together and put our dollars together and try to make some change. Because and buy a politician is like a prostitute. Because if we don't do it, because that's what they did. They bought the Transformers and the happy people bought Obama. They bought the last politician the last 4 years. Donald Trump was trying to tell us that in a certain a decoded way, but a lot of us weren't trying to hear him. But now you see all the tentacles coming out and the puppet master coming out. Even right now, if you say something mean to a transformer or to a happy person, it's a hate crime. But it ain't a hate crime to call you an N-word. It ain't the hate crime to call you a monkey or an ape.
It ain't a hate crime if I shoot you or you shoot me. That's not
Nope.
black. That's not a
Nope.
hate crime.
You can be a white supremacist and get away with it. But if you say something against, that I'm, the happy guy with the big letter G, then I can sue you and disrespect, and it's a hate crime. So it's a smack in the face, bro.
It is it's like the only thing get protected in this world is trees, pets, women, and that's it. They don't have no love for us, the regular black man that don't want to be a transformer and don't want to be a killer. It's nothing for us. It's nothing for us but to build our own wealth, guys. That's what's left for us. So don't be sitting around waiting for no privilege to fall in your lap. You got to create it yourself, guys. That it is what it is.
Yeah.
You have to create it. Don't be looking for no female. That's their tag team partner. If you get the wrong female, know that that's the tag team partner of Zaddy. So you gotta, it's just about working on yourself, guys. You gotta work on yourself. But
all day, bro.
Yeah, we on an hour and 6 minutes now. So yo, it's been real for everybody that tuned in. We appreciate y'all. Do know, guys, we do this every Wednesday. Me and Red Pill gonna do this every Wednesday. We're gonna have a collection of topics that went on throughout the week. You know what I mean? Right. If we missed anything, if we missed any topics that y'all wanted to hear us touch on, leave it in the comment section on this video, so that next Wednesday we'll have that jot down so that we can touch on that before we go forward with the new information.
Yeah, subscribe to both pages. We need to let everybody know we have on our Facebook page eventually getting built, so everybody can be a part of that, and so we can have fun and have cool discussions and help each one teach one. And subscribe to me, Mr. Young, so we all can be building with each other, because I want to bring in people so we can talk about financial classes, so we can all be getting some Bitcoin and getting NNTs and making money and having other streams of income, so we don't have to be a part of the matrix. You know what I'm saying? Going along with the matrix is not where we should be at. We should be doing what we want, blessing each other. But peace, love, and light.
Right. That's our goal. Our goal, guys, is gonna get our money up, and then we're gonna hold our vote. We're gonna all get our money up, and we're gonna build together, and we're gonna all get our money to the point where we want it, and we're gonna pull back our vote. We're gonna have one good year where ain't no black man gonna vote. Now, if the sisters wanna do what they do for White Zaddy like they've been doing, they could do that. But we gonna make damage, and we gonna put our foot down if we all could come together and hold that vote. That is the most important thing that White Zaddy that we have, that White Zaddy want. He don't give a fuck about nothing else that we have. He got 10 times better. But that vote, that black vote, is the only leverage we have, and we got to start using that better. We got to start using our vote better, because everybody in the black community voted for this non-speaking, bending knee dude just to get Trump out of there, and ain't nothing got better. It actually got worse.
Yeah, Sleepy Joe is Sleepy Joe. But yes, and I guess we want time to end this segment. Peace, love, and light. Be safe up there in the storm in NYC, and we're gonna talk again, bro.
No doubt, man. It's been real, man. I always appreciate you, man. Much
Anytime,
love to everybody, man.
Peace.